Hi Taurus, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Taurus, in today's reading, I am going to give you two of the Denise Lynn Oracle cards. Going to do your reading and then clarify it. So let us get started. Taurus, let's see what's going on for you. All right, Taurus, excuse me. All right, Taurus, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Taurus. All right, here we go. Two cards for Taurus for the highest good. This is going to be for Taurus. All right. Whew, okay. Wow. Okay. So you have cleansing waters. Purification activates violent life forces. So really try to take care of yourself. Relax, take rest, nurture yourself, okay? Because I feel like you need to change your vibration to positive instead of being negative, okay? So you really need to change your vibration, change the way you're thinking negative, and start doing and think positive in everything, okay? Even if it seems like it's not going to work out, think positive. Try your best to think positive. Get grounded, go outside, exercise, just rise your vibration, okay? You also have begin now, take your first step. It's time to tell you, it's saying that you're going on this new journey. Even though you don't see what's going on, you want just take a chance on things. They're asking you to be bold, to take a step now, like a first step, because you never know what's going to come of it. So just know that. So let's see. You have, we're going to start your reading. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Taurus. This is for Taurus. The energies are very strong, you guys. So that's why I have a crystal quartz in my hand all the time. I'm trying to just like clear the energy because the energies are really strong and I feel them really strong. So it's like, wow. Okay, so let's see what's going on, Taurus. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Taurus. One card for the current for Taurus. One for the situation. Oh, okay. One for the past. Oh, okay. Wow. It's popping out here. Thank you, spirits. One for the what's hidden. One for the hopes and fears. What you need to do now. What you need to work on. Wow. And the outcome. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So let me just move these over here. Move these over here. Good. Good. Okay. So you start off with the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is asking you to find your courage, your confidence. Don't give up on things. Try new things. Try different things. Have a zest for life. Enjoy your life. Wow. I see there's a lot of growth here also. You have the Ace of Cups here, and the Ace of Cups for the situation is talking about like being more creative. Maybe you feel like you're not being as creative as you should be, or maybe your creation, your ideas are blocked, like you can't really think. I feel like you really need to clear your vibration, like really go outside, get grounded, stuff like that, because I do feel like there is a block, like a crowdiness, like a clutter, but I also feel like there is a new beginning here trying to come in for you. I feel like you need to trust your intuition. I feel like to have compassion and forgiveness for the things that you're going through. I also feel like there could be some kind of birth here, like a baby. Well, of course, birth, right? Baby, pregnancy, something like that. For the past, you had the 10 of Wands. I feel like you really you have a lot on your shoulders. You've been doing all the hard work, taking on more responsibility than you should, and I feel like you're very tired. You're very exhausted. With the 10, with the Death card here and what's hidden, I feel like there are endings, or there are going to be some endings. I feel like you're going through a complete transformation, like changing things. You're changing things within you and around you, metamorphosis, stuff like that. You're just going through a complete change. You have the Queen of Cups here, or you also need to change things also, if anything. If you also have the Queen of Cups here for the hopes and fears. Wow, again, The Queen of Cups is asking you to really have compassion, really take care of yourself, be calm about things, and nurture yourself. Could also be going through some kind of healing because you do have the Death card here. Like just changing things because you're seeing things in a new way now. You have the Strength card here, and the Strength card is saying that, you know, you can do anything if you find your courage, your confidence, you know, be calm about things, find your passion, find your strength, you know, you have that inner strength, you know, focus, start to focus, you know, on things. Wow. And then you have the Eight of Swords, and there's the Eight of Swords is talking about you not dealing with the things that are going on around you. I feel like you don't want to take off that blindfold and deal with situations. I also feel like you have a lot of negative thoughts in you because you do have this card, and you have the Eight of Swords here, and then you have the Ten of Wands, and I feel like it's like for some reason I feel like you you know you're angry, like you're like upset about things, but you have a lot of there's a lot of negativity. Maybe you feel like you're trapped, like you can't move forward. Maybe you feel like you can't move forward from the situation that you're in. So let's see what else comes out. You also have the King of Swords here, and I feel with the King of Swords that you really need to put your foot down. Start putting your foot down and start saying what you truly feel about things. Wow. Okay. Whew. Start focusing, you guys. You need to focus and do things. Okay. It's time for change. Time to change things around now. All right. So Taurus, see what's going on. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Taurus. Let's see. All right. Queen of Wands. Why is the Queen of Wands here for Taurus? One more card. Wow. Yeah, definitely. So you do have the High Priestess and the Double card here. There are two major arcana cards, though. Wow. Very interesting. Really start trusting your intuition, your instincts. I feel like for some reason you feel like you're definitely trapped. I feel like you can't move forward. You may be doing the same pattern over and over. But I feel like you need to find your strength and your determination to change things, to move forward. I feel like you need to trust your instincts also, your intuition, because for some reason, it's like you're staying stuck in the same old, you know, pattern, same old habit, same routine. Wow. And I feel like you need to find your courage to move forward and to change things. You have the Ace of Cups here. And why is the Ace of Cups here? One more card. Okay. So you're definitely going through a healing here, because I feel like with the Star card, she's here. She's telling you, she's saying, you know, you need to nurture yourself and rest because you're going through this healing, because you have the Queen of Cups. She's of nurturing also. So that way you can think right. You can make decisions better. With the Ace of Cups, I feel like you are, you know, you're not putting your ideas out there like you should be. You know, maybe you feel like like you don't have ideas to be creative, or maybe you feel like you're blocked by something. But I do feel like you're going through a healing. I feel like you got to keep your faith. I feel like you got to keep your hope, to not lose that. I feel like there's a blessing trying to come in for you. I also feel with the Ace of Cups that you do want somebody, like for some of you guys, I don't know who it's for, but this is a message that you do want somebody new to come in. And they want you to think positive, okay? Because there is somebody there that's coming in, but I don't know if it's a love interest or not, but they're just a new person coming in towards you. And for everybody else, it's just a new person coming into your life. I also feel like you know, if you keep your hope, your faith, and think positive, your cup is going to be overflowed. I do feel like you need to rest though, because you're very tired. I feel like you're physically drained. Wow. And then you have the Ten of Wands here for the past, and the Ten of Wands is saying that, you know, you're taking on more than you should be. You're doing a lot of hard work. You feel very burdened with a lot of responsibility. Wow. You really need to start setting boundaries, okay? Because it shows here that you're very tired. Start setting boundaries and start saying no, okay? Because even if you can't find your confidence to start setting boundaries, because this is what needs to change. You can't keep going on and on and on like this. You need to start doing things differently. you have the death card here, and the death, why is the death card here? For, we're going to leave that in the past because it's in the past, so we're going to leave that there. And the death card is here. So let's clarify the death card. Why is the death card here for Taurus? One more card. Wow, one more card. Four of Pentacles. Okay, so you have the, oh, okay. You have the Four of Pentacles. You have the Four of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. So, wow, that's very interesting. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me, you guys. So with the Knight of Pentacles, with the Knight of Wands, I feel with the Knight of Wands that there is definitely a lot of changes that are going to come in. There's change here because not only do you have the Death card here, those are endings. This is change, this is ending, this is transformation. Things are going to change big times for you guys, so be ready. Not only that, but you have this card of Knight of Wands, and that's also a change because you're ready. You're like going forward, you're foraging, you'll take it, you'll take this change is what they're saying, you know. So this is something that you're not seeing. I feel like you really need to nurture yourself, have compassion in your heart, and follow your intuition. I also feel like you're going through this healing because you do have the Star card and you have the Queen of Cups here twice. So you're definitely going through this healing. You know, you're feeling a lot of emotions, you know, you're seeing things. Things are coming to light for you. And then you have the Four of Pentacles here. The Four of Pentacles says, you know, let things go, let things change. You know, don't hold on so much to the same old, same old. Even though you don't want this, you don't want the change to come through as fast as you want it, you know, let it come in. Stop controlling it. Stop trying to stop it. Stop holding on to the past. Stop holding on to all these patterns that you're doing. Okay, so let it go and let this change come in because it's going to change. And then you have the Queen of Cups down here for the hopes and fears. Why is Queen of Cups down here? One more card. So you have the King of Wands and the Temperance card. So really take care of yourself, you guys. I cannot stress that enough. You're very overworked. You're very overwhelmed with a lot. They're telling you to take care of yourself. You know, you use your intuition, trust your intuition. With the King of Wands, I feel like you need to take care of these situations that are going on in your life. Things that you don't want to deal with, you know, start taking care of them because you need to. I also feel like you're an entrepreneur and they're asking you to start doing what you need to do for your goals, for your dreams, what you want to create. It's time to start it because it's going to be a success. They want you to have patience for things. They want you to be calm about things. They want you to try to balance everything you can. I also feel like you're very divinely guided here. But they want you to try to balance everything, your home, your work, your career, your friends. Try to keep everything balanced, okay? Because for some reason, I feel like you're very overwhelmed. You're not resting enough. You're not trusting your intuition enough either. So you really need to start doing that. Wow. Then you have the Strength card. And why is the Strength card here for Taurus? Good, 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 good. Whew, okay. So you are going through a judgment. You're not only going through this judgment, but you have that Death card there. So you're going to need your strength, okay? You need to find that calmness, that strength, okay? Because things are changing. Like if you see this card, you know, they're all like waving by. They're waving by to the old person that was there, and that's you. The old ways, the old things, you know, you're not doing them anymore. You're waking up. It's like you've been asleep for a long time, and then all of a sudden you're waking up to everything that's been around you. And now you're really looking at things. So be ready because that is going to be a lot of change coming through. I feel like with the Magician card here, I feel like you have all the tools that you need to manifest what you want to create. Whether it's a side business, whether it's a side hustle, whether it's just something new. You have all the tools to manifest everything, but you need to start thinking positive. You need to start putting your dreams into motion. You need to start getting your goals together because I'm telling you, there's a chance, there's something here that says that it's gonna grow. It's gonna be successful. So just, you know, try your best to try to start something new, you know, a project, your goals, your dreams. Okay. So, wow. And they're asking you to really think positive and everything, okay? Because for some reason you're like in the same same mode. You're not thinking positive like you should. You know, whatever it is that you're going through, think positive, okay? Because think that there's going to be, always have your hope, always have your faith, and think positive in everything, no matter what. You have the Eight of Swords here, and what you need to work on, and why is the Eight of Swords here? One more card. Wow. Wow. So there is seven. You have the Seven of Swords and the Five of Wands. So, okay, so this is big right here, because with the Seven of Swords and the Five of Wands together, I feel like you have a lot of anger. I feel like you have a lot of anxiety. I feel like, okay, so with the Eight of Wands, I mean, the Eight of Swords, there's a lot of negativity here. Negative thoughts, thinking negative, not wanting to see what you have to deal with. A lot of stuff. You know, they're asking you to take off that blindfold and really see things for what they are, because for some reason you feel like you're stuck and you're not in. It's like you don't want to move forward. You don't even want to see nothing. You don't want to have to deal with these problems, but you're going to, but you have to, because that's how it's going to change. But with the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Swords here, I'm sorry, the Seven of Swords is about hiding, about keeping secrets, about betrayal, cheating, you know, stuff like that. And I feel like you're going to be going through that. And I feel like you need to let that go. Even though you see it, you know about it, you know that somebody's not telling you the truth, you know that somebody's playing you, you still don't deal with it. And they're telling you, take off that blindfold and start dealing with it, because you need to. I don't know who that's for, but be careful, because it is a big thing. And then you have the Five of Wands, and the Five of Wands is saying you're going to be angry, you're going to be frustrated, you're going to have a lot of tension. You're just, you need to shift your mindset. You need to start shifting your mindset and start dealing with everything that's going on. You have the King of Wands here, and the King of Wands, you know, he takes care of all his problems, his solutions. He finds an end to his problems. He doesn't just keep lingering on them. You know, he takes care of the situations that need to be taken care of. Okay, and that's what you need to do. Wow. Then you have the King of Swords for the outcome. And why is the King of Swords here? One more card. Wow. Holy cow. All right. So definitely you're going through this transformation, and you're going to change things. Have patience, okay? Have patience. All this hard work that you've been doing is going to pay off. Really have patience, because things are going to change very soon. You are going to change them very fast. You're going to change them very soon. Just know that. Remember that you're very strong-willed, that you can handle anything. You know, any decisions that you're going to make, you're going to be able to handle it. You're going to have that clarity. You're going to have breakthroughs. You're going to understand why everything happened the way it happens. You know, also feel that you need to start focusing and start putting your foot down on the situations that you need to deal with. Okay, because I feel like you just need to.